The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
It's The Local Show with Tom and Steve, and enjoying our springtime, sort of. This would be nice if it was drier.
I was thinking earlier this week, I'm just excited that winter is over.
Right.
And you know in the fall, you're like, it's coming.
Right.
And they have a good day, but then about November 1st, this thing is over with.
Absolutely.
I am so anticipatory because I'm just excited.
It's gonna happen. It's just it's a little soggy now, and quite frankly, it's like this all the time. We don't realize it because you forget.
No, people look at it as like global warming. Okay, because we had a hot day. Here's a thought. Shut up. Just look at the math.
The weather is sort of like a colonoscopy. You're the anticipation of it, and then when it's over, it's like, did it even happen? I didn't even know what happened here. So
I can't say. Introduce the guest because I got nothing here, Tom.
All right,
that was a good one.
Bob Carbone's with us right now. He's the owner of the Piano and Organ Center, and on rainy days, is there anything better to do than to play your piano or play your organ?
I got to tell you something. It's a wonderful hobby. It's a wonderful lifestyle change. And it's something everybody wants to do, kind of maybe.
Right. Sure.
And they come in our store and they go, well, I've always wanted to play. But everybody's a closet, I'm going to play the piano person. But we give everybody that opportunity. That's what we do. We focus on education. I think the piano is the most social instrument going. Mm-hmm. Secondly, it lasts a lifetime.
It really does. And
Absolutely.
Bob, everyone that I know who plays keyboards lived long and prospered.
Yes.
And, some of them are gone now, but they were into their 90s. Well, let's talk about Steve's mother. I mean, she's what, 93, 94?
She'll be 93.
Yeah, 90, right. And she plays.
A true gift. She's a true gift we've been given.
Yeah.
I mean that sincerely. I can't tell you what she's done for a number of people. They love her wherever she goes, and she's at the airport quite often, and they idolize her. Okay?
Do they really?
Wow! We'll get to know her, and you'll see the gift you've been given.
Well, she wants to share it. That's what gives her joy.
Right? Yeah.
And then she's social, and so she meets people.
Sure.
And but it makes a great experience. It is a very social. I never really thought about that. You don't think of a bass guitar as a social instrument.
No.
Because nobody talks to
solo.
And plus, our drummers are just angry. So but it's different, right?
Yeah, it's tough to rally around the clarinet and sing Christmas carols. It's something, when you look at a family that has a piano in the formula, they're sitting at the piano or they're standing near the piano.
Yeah.
We are in the piano business, so I'm supposed to talk about this, but what we've done to promote the success of this instrument is we have gone back to our records from 1968. We were in business then, okay?
Sure.
And we looked at what we were advertising and promoting then, and today we are matching those numbers. Okay, they're 60-year-old numbers.
Wow.
And back then we were renting pianos for $49 or $59 a month. And we're doing that now.
Were
kidding.
Were they upright spinets?
Yeah, upright spinets pianos. Yeah. You can get a piano in your home for $49 or $59. So we're matching that. Today, 60 years later, and we hope that encourages a lot of people to move forward.
And this is fun for you.
Yeah, it is fun. It's a gift. It's a gift. It's
You've been around a long time, and I'm old enough to remember in some of the bars and restaurants and things like that, the piano bar.
Absolutely.
Where people did literally put their drinks on the piano and watch the guy do his thing. Yeah. And one of my favorite guys that I worked with him in radio for a long time was Phil Markert.
Oh, of course.
Oh my gosh.
Phil did that so eloquently and with humor and all that.
He would come in our store once a year and do a program, and his programs were delightful. Absolutely delightful. I miss Phil a lot.
Another guy that that I thought was brilliant on the organ, and he was a local musician, was Paul Ferenzi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Paul did a great job.
I did a couple programs with Paul at Syracuse University.
Okay.
And he and I shared a stage once, and he was an accordion player to begin with.
Yes.
Okay.
Or as we say in Italian, an accordion.
Accordion.
How do you start on the accordion?
Well, back in the 50s, everybody started on the accordion.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The organ didn't exist. It didn't exist.
Right. Joe Carfagno, same
sure.
thing. Yeah, he was
anybody's name that doesn't end in a vowel here.
Right.
That would be me.
And then, as the accordion grew out of fashion in the '60s, the organ came into prominence, and with the delivery of the Hammond organ now, used to be in churches or theaters where you hear organs. Now we can put one in your home. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
And believe it or not, they were making 10,000 a week. In one point, organs in homes.
Yeah.
And so that exploded. And Paul Ferenzi is one of the byproducts of that. Carl Cole, Paul Ferenzi, myself, Jimmy King.
Yeah.
A lot of great musicians. Joey DeFeo. I can go on and on.
Right.
And on.
Yeah.
So stand-up keyboard, is that a big thing, a small thing, or people doing what are they doing? Because I always see like the Yamaha kind of a thing.
Yes.
Is that where people start, or do they?
Well, we have without doing a commercial, but we have a piano we can start you on that sells for $500. You own the piano. Mm-hmm. But what I have it next to, that $500 piano, is I have it next to a $200,000 Steinway. I have them side by side, and I play them, and I say, "Can you tell the difference?
Yeah.
Can you tell the difference?" And they go, "Oh yeah, I could," and they can't.
No.
That's how good these pianos sound. They're $500.
Yeah.
They still make a Hammond B3.
Yes.
Yeah.
They still make a Hammond B3.
And everyone makes a sound that sounds like a Hammond B3.
That is the sound we try to duplicate.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's the sound everybody wants to be.
So if you're a little advanced in years, let's say you're over 60 years old, do you think it's therapeutic to play the organ? Because I'm amazed at his mom with all those buttons and switches and things, and then playing the bass with your feet. How do you?
Yeah. Well,
do we have the capacity?
Yeah. In 1997, I was part of a study that was done in Florida, and I was a part of Alicia Clare, Dr. Frederick Timms, and we did a study on the benefits of making music in a supportive setting where you're always welcome. Mm-hmm. And we found out after 6 years of research is it reduces stress, reduces anxiety, loneliness. It covers all those issues that you used to take medicine for. Now we can do it with a keyboard. And the good news is we offer those programs in our store. That's what we do. And most of our customers that are taking lessons are seniors.
Most of your customers that are taking lessons are seniors. Yes. So they're saying, I wanted to do this my whole life.
Right. Yeah.
And you mentioned it earlier a little bit, there's a huge social element.
Right. The windows are closing. We've got to do this now.
So it's like a group class? Explain how that works.
We do. We have a group program. You sit in a group and everybody's comfortable because everybody is a beginner. We hold up finger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody knows there's 5. There's not 6. There's 5.
Yeah, right.
All the music only has 5 notes because you have 5 fingers. They figure that out, and then they're playing that day, and they're going, "Oh my!" I had one lady, Lord be my judge. I had one lady came to our class, played a song. She started crying.
Oh, no kidding.
And I never would forget her. She said, "Everybody told me I was," and I don't like to use this word. She says, "Everybody told me I was stupid." And I said, "Oh my goodness." Well, that's what we do. We bring out the best in everybody. And you know what? Time's running out. The ladder has more steps this way than this way.
Tom, when I was a kid, I used to play the piano a little bit, and people were crying, but I don't think it was for the same reason. I didn't get my mother's gift. I don't think those things lined up necessarily.
Sometimes I cry when you walk in the room.
There we go. Bob Carbone, Piano and Organ Center, right there in North Syracuse, right near the airport, and you can't miss it. It's by the old Switzes. Great place, pianoandorgancenter.com. Thanks for joining us, Bob.
Thank you for this privilege. It's an honor.